What's good, Glowing Gang? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what's good, Glowing Gang? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video is gonna be a story time, a hair horror story time, horror story, hair story time. If that makes sense. Okay, so first off, I hope you guys continue streaming my music. I have more music coming out, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, get your snacks, get your popcorn, get everything, because this story is gonna go everywhere. Okay, so if you guys did not know, I moved here from Colorado, and when we moved here, I had braids. Okay, so after a while, of course, I took them out. Like, sorry, y'all, that's my cat. I took them out, and so I was just letting my hair go free. You feel me? And then sixth grade, I went to sixth grade, and somebody did my braids. Somebody did my braids in sixth grade, but then we forgot her number. So somebody down here did my braids in sixth grade, and she did a really good job. She was fast and everything, but we couldn't find her number. So after that, we were just like looking for somebody. Me and my mom were looking for somebody to braid my hair, because if y'all can't tell, the winter and the summer is when I like my hair braided, because the winter my hair is already dry and I don't feel like over moisturizing it, but not having enough moisture on it. And during the summer, I'm trying to go swimming, and I don't feel like washing my hair every 5 days, and I don't. It's too hot and humid and no. So because of that, that's when I mostly get my braids done. Okay, so that happened, and we're still looking for a braider, and at this time we really could not find anybody who was really had the right price range, because if y'all be like charging $200 for box braids, and that's unreasonable in my opinion. And I know some beauty people in the comments gonna be like, well, da 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 da. No, baby, no, baby. Just some regular box braids, no, nothing else. I feel like that's too much. And up north in Colorado, I had somebody braid my hair. Like, she did my hair every day, because I already knew her, and my mom had already known her, so she was who we usually went to. So I only had one person really touching my head. But down here, I had that one girl who braided my hair during the summer, and we forgot her number, and now we're looking for another person to braid my hair. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm scrolling on Facebook, and you guys know when the marketplace thing on the bottom used to be like an icon on Facebook. Okay, so I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I see like this girl, and she posted a deal. She was like, I want to say it was like $50 through $80 box braids. And she said that she was in Fayetteville, because my mom was like, there's no reason for me to not pay somebody $100 who is in Fayetteville just to have to pay $100 in hair and driving and gas to get there. That's gonna be like more than $100. So she was 80, and she said she was in Fayetteville. So then, like, I'm super excited, and we buy the hair, of course, and we book it. Okay, so we booked this hair appointment, and sorry y'all, that was my cat. We booked this hair appointment, and what happened was we started driving, and she said she was in Fayetteville. And we continued driving. We got there like in an hour. It was raining, And she's not in Fayetteville. She was like in a completely different county. I forgot where it was. I think it was Waysboro or somewhere where we had never been to before, and it was not in Fayetteville at all. I want to say it was Waynesboro, but I don't think it was Waysboro. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, these are counties and cities in North Carolina, but it was not in Fayetteville where I live. So that was like the first red flag, because she said she was in Fayetteville, but she was not in Fayetteville. So I was like, oh, okay, how are you in Fayetteville? But it took us like an hour for us to get there. Like everywhere in Fayetteville, it should at least take you 20 minutes. If it does not take you in 20 minutes, it's not part of Fayetteville. Okay, so we get there, and like she was doing somebody's hair when we got there, and like in a lot of black salons, most times if you don't come the exact time, they just put somebody else in front of you. So it wasn't, we came on time, I believe, but we didn't know where we were, and we didn't know what the building looked like. So when we first got there, like we didn't know where we were. So I think we were like maybe a minute late. And we got there, and what happened was we got there, and it like she seemed nice, you know. We got there, everything was okay, everything was great, and then she got started on my hair. Now, let me remind y'all, I had not had my hair braided in like a minute, so it wasn't crazy that my head was hurting, because your head has to get reintroduced into like braiding, because you have not had your hair braided in a long time. So she's braiding my hair, and like of course there are certain parts of my head, like the back, pulling, and that's gonna hurt. I wasn't tripping. I wasn't thinking like, oh my god, this is hurting too much. None of that, because I was used to it, because I used to get my hair braided so much, and then we finally found somebody to braid my hair down here. So of course it continues on, and like it's the same thing. And usually when I get my hair braided, it starts hurting like in the beginning, but then slowly but surely it slows down. It was not slowing down. Like when I get my hair braided, some points of my head, my eyes get teary eyed. Of course, some points, especially like in the middle and the back, I get teary eyed. But she was braiding so tight, my head was like, it was throbbing, and I started crying, like tears rolling down my face, crying. And my mom had saw that, and she was like, "Are you okay?" Like, because my mom had never. And when I was little, I used to cry when I got my hair braided, or when anybody used to touch my hair. But after that, I did not cry when people used to do my hair. I would get like, I wouldn't say I would cry, but I would get a little tense, but I wouldn't like for real sit there and cry when somebody would braid my hair. So my mom was asking me like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." And I'm just thinking she's heavy-handed than what I've had before. Like she's not hurting me. She's just heavy-handed. Second red flag: if you feel like somebody's really like to the point where you're gonna cry, get out the chair. Get out the chair. It's gonna look cute, but get out the chair, girl. So anyway, um, my mom had to go somewhere. I forgot where she went. I think she went to like go get some food. Cause usually when I get my hair braided, my mom like she goes to get food, and she comes back and brings me some food while I'm in the chair. Sorry, my cat wants to be rude. Anyway, she goes to get food. But let me remind y'all, we're in a completely different county. We didn't know where we were, and it was raining. So like the girl had almost finished my hair, I believe, and her friend was like, she got on the phone with her friend, and she was still braiding my hair, and her friend was like, "What you doing?" She was like, "I'm doing hair." And she was like, "Are you hungry?" And she brought some food to the girl braiding my hair. Now this girl was super nice, because she got me some food from Hardee's, and so I just kind of like shrugged it off. I was like, okay, I haven't had my hair braided that long. She bought me food, so if you're gonna make me cry, at least buy me food. Like, I wasn't tripping. She bought me food. So after that, my hair is finished, and that night I went out to go to skating rink. I was in 6th grade. You know, I went out to go to the skating rink. Everybody, I got compliments on my hair. It was really pretty. Everything was cute. And like the first couple of days, of course, it was hurting. I took some medicine and I just shrugged it off. Okay, so every Friday night, I should get back to doing this, but like every Friday night, I would sit in my room, turn off the lights, and I had my headphones in, and I would just dance around my room and just continue dancing and dancing and dancing until like I got tired, or like if I didn't have anything to do and I watched everything, I would just dance, 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 dance. So I was doing this, right? And I like had stopped for a second. I think I stopped to change the song. And what had happened was I looked down and there was this little squiggly thing on the ground. I kid you not, I jumped because when there was this one time when we first moved into the house I'm at now, which, speaking of which, all this stuff happened here at the house I'm at now. But when we first moved here, there was a snake on the porch. And so, like, our landlord came to, like, make sure there was no more snakes or whatever. This is before I got these braids. So when I jumped because I thought, like, oh my God, is these the kids of the snake? And I don't do snakes. And so I jumped and I ran to turn on the light in my room, and I picked it up and it was a braid. I know most people would have like freaked out, but I had gotten my hair braided so much that I was just like, it just came unloose. Like I can braid it back up. It's not gonna look cute. It's not gonna look like the rest of them, but I can braid it back up and hide it with the other braids. Until I turned and looked at the braid, and it was right. I want to say it was right here, or it was right here. I know it was one of these places, right here, or right here. I think it was supposed to be like maybe right here. I'm not sure, but it was like my sideburn braids. It was one of these. And that's my cat being bad. I'm sorry. Sideburn braids or whatever. And what had happened was I looked at the braid and my hair was attached to it. Like it had snatched out my hair. So when I turned it the other way, like when somebody braids your hair with other hair, there's a knot. On the knot, my hair was sticking out. So I ran to my mom's room and I was like, Mom, my hair just fell out. And she was like, What? What you mean your hair just fell out? And I showed it to her, and I showed her the little spot. I want to say it was this side. I showed her the little spot of where my hair fell out, and it was this exact spot. And I was like, there was no hair there. I was like completely bald. It looked horrible. And so when I showed my mom that, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to you. And she was like, that's crazy. And so after that, I really, for real, stopped getting my hair done that much, because I wouldn't say I stopped, but I would say like I became more cautious of people touching my hair, because I was just dancing and the braid came out and it had my hair attached to it, and now I have a little bald spot in the front of my face where my edge is supposed to be at. So it grows back. Like whenever I would like grease my hair, I would like dab some oil here and I would just rub it, and I just continue doing that, and it grows back, of course. But so this has a message to the end of the story is, if you are screaming or crying because you're getting your hair braided, unless you cry when you get your hair braided in general, get out the chair, because obviously this person is hurting your head and your head is telling you we can't take this, and you're still gonna sit in the chair. Like, No, don't do that. Now I have 2 people doing my hair, and they really know how to do hair, and they make my hair look so cute. So just find a steady hairstylist that you can go to, because you don't want everybody's hands in your hair, number 1. And number 2, if you're crying in a chair, obviously there's something wrong. So get out the chair, please. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I have more videos coming up soon. This video will probably be out on Saturday, and so happy Saturday, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Listen to my music. I have a performance coming up, and a video is coming up too. So I hope you guys have a nice day, nice weekend, and bye bye.